forget what time the call came.
10:24.
10:04 the call came in. I was on the road. I responded to the scene. There was a gentleman that was buried. Two of his co-workers were working on extricating him from that situation. Police units were on scene when I arrived, and shortly after that, full fire contingency was there, helping with the rescue, and got down in the hole and helped extricate, along with Trent himself.
And he's in good condition, or
He's
we
in
don't know?
critical condition at Henry Ford, Maine. It was a few minutes. I would have to look up that number. So.
Also, to know, two of the individuals that were on the scene are firefighters.
Okay.
That work for the Department of Public Service.
So they
are trained individuals, just to let you know. So there are two individuals right then and there who are trained and were on the scene when the accident occurred.
So they're DPW workers full-time and they part-time or volunteer?
That's
for the fire
correct.
department?
Were there just two guys working there, or how big was the whole group?
No, there was more than two, but I don't know if it was approximately four. I
Four,
believe.
okay.
So these two guys who work DPW, they were in their outfits, the thing happens, they immediately go into firefighter mode, right there.
They
go
would
into
do that-
rescue mode, right?
Yeah, they would do that because of their character.
I understand that, but I mean,
Yes.
but they're qualified, they're trained to do
Absolutely,
this.
absolutely.
So were they working on him when the ambulance came?
That's who was helping him out, yes, sir.
Okay. So when the walls caved in, everybody knew it, and then they went to work and started digging and pulled him out?
Yes, they had to do it by hand. They had to dig it out by hand, and two gentlemen that were in the hole were firefighters, also along with DPS workers.
Okay, so, but the two firefighters got out when the thing caved, but this one guy was unable to.
Not exactly sure how that happened, but I do know that when we arrived, the two gentlemen were helping the one stuck in the hole.
Were there any other injuries at all, aside from this gentleman?
No,
And the mud and dirt went up over his head, correct?
at one point.
How
yes.
long was he down underneath there?
It's 14 minutes according to the log.
14
minutes from the time of the call to the time he was excavated from the hole. So the question is, how much time was he totally under? We don't know that question.
But you said that they were digging they were trying to keep him above water with their hands.
Yes, and they immediately put a pump in there to try and get the water, that it wasn't going over his head. And they were, one firefighter who was a DPS worker was trying to hold his head above the water.
How deep, excuse me, how deep was the actual material that was on top of him? How far down did these gentlemen have to dig to get to him?
A foot or two.
For two.